I got a 9 in GCSE Biology and I hope you get the best grade possible ahead of your Paper 1 exam. I apologise in advance for the amount of times you might hear me say I got a 9 in certain subjects. It's just to prove that I've been there and I've done that. So the first thing that I'm just going to save your time and cut straight into the advice here, but make sure to subscribe and leave a like. But the first thing I want to say with biology and with science in general is that often it is a little bit harder than it actually, or it seems a little bit harder than it actually is. So when we look and we actually break down these exams, they're not as bad as they seem. So this biology exam will be about 10% maths. Now the maths will be stuff like magnification, standard form. So that's really important to practice, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. It's going to be about 15% practicals, and then a further around 10% of multiple choice. So that's 35% that you can pretty effectively prepare for and isn't going to be that bad at all. Let me just look at the mark scheme real quick. Mark scheme, the grade boundaries. So for many people that is over a 4, that's potentially even a 5 and above already. So instantly this paper is a lot easier than it seems. Now, the main advice then with science ahead of each science exam, and you'll hear me say this, is to just do a lot of questions and do a lot of like past questions and all of that and then mark them. Now, given that there's not that much time left, the best thing to probably do is focus on your weak areas. So that's why the sponsor of today's video, MarkMe, comes in. MarkMe is basically a really helpful website where what you can do is you can pick the topics you want. It will build an exam for you in the time that you want. So I just pick my weakest topics or topics I wanted to recap, and then you can just type in your answers and it will instantly mark it for you, which saves time on marking as well. And also you can hover over and you can see the mark scheme as well. Basically, you can see what it's marking you on. So I would find that really useful, and I'd really strongly recommend MarkMe. You click the link in the description to go and use that. Now, the reason that past questions are so useful is because it really just like focuses your brain. It makes sure that you're ready for that exam. And to be honest, in biology, a lot of stuff repeats itself. You will see this, but a lot of topics come up again and again and again. Things like diffusion, labeling cells, like all of that sort of stuff. So that's what I found with biology more than any other science, actually. A lot of stuff was quite repetitive. So just doing loads of questions, using MarkMe as well to help you with that, is definitely something you want to do ahead of this exam. Now, I mentioned before, but about 15% of the exam is going to be practicals. So there are certain practicals that you have to know, and I'll link them in the description if you want to see all of the practicals for your exam board. I'll type that out for you. So just make sure to take the link in the description for that one. But basically, you're going to get most likely a 6 marker on a practical. If not, then there are going to be a lot of questions woven around practicals. So it's really helpful to know the context of them, what they're testing, and the type of questions that will come up like in terms of those practicals. So make sure to revise and recap those practicals. This could be as simple as just watching a YouTube video on it. So pick the weakest practicals, the ones where you're like, wait, what is that? You know, and then like the potato chip osmosis thing, and then research that and just watch a video on that. That's really going to help you, because I'm sure that like this close to the exam, you're going to remember that stuff. Now, something I always remember that my science teacher used to say was that sometimes they'll slightly change things to make it harder. So for example, in the biology practical, you often have to do osmosis with a potato chip. You're measuring osmosis. But one year, they swapped a potato for a carrot and nobody got it, but it's the same thing. So having that ability to think a little bit outside the box, but apply stuff you think you know or you think it's related to, is really important as well. In terms of the multiple choice questions then, just make sure that you're really using a process of elimination. So really cross out what it isn't, and that's going to narrow down your chances. Just because it's multiple choice, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy as well, but you can do a lot of things there to really improve your chances in getting those marks. So that's really important as well. Now, building onto those practicals as well, I would really try and visualize it. So if I had a long question on a practical, I was really trying to visualize and think about how I was going to answer that one. And again, just practicing those is going to be really, really useful too. So it's really important, biology, to learn definitions. Biology is kind of like a memory game. I think of all the sciences, it's the most like memory. There's just loads of things that you need to know. So like I said, diffusion, osmosis, enzymes, all of that stuff. So having a list of definitions or finding a list of definitions, whether this is through AI, asking your teacher, your textbook, or flashcards, is something that I'd definitely be looking to just flick through and try and learn some of them. Don't underestimate what you can learn ahead of this exam. And even flicking through this stuff this close to the exam, some of that is going to stick. I also recommend, if you really are panicking about this exam, watching one of these all of videos. I'll put one of them up there. But videos that are like all of biology paper 1 in 60 minutes or something like that. I think they're pretty useful just to like put everything together for you in one page so you can see that. And I definitely recommend watching those videos as well. So in short, biology might seem a little bit hard, it might seem intimidating, but actually when you break it down, it's a much simpler exam than you think. It's not going to be as hard as it seems. There is going to be practicals coming up, there is going to be maths in it, and one mention on the maths as well is the type of maths is stuff like magnification. There's almost certainly going to be a question about magnifying and image resolution and that type of thing. And then there's almost certainly going to be a question on standard form, and there's almost certainly going to be graphs. So those things, just brushing up on those in relation to science and biology is a really useful and effective thing to do for your revision. It's really useful as well to focus on like your weaker areas, given the time limitations that there are. So that's where I recommended Mark Me for that as well. But just using anything where you can practice and do lots and lots of questions, that's what helps me, in my view, get to a 9. Make sure you're trying to seek out those hard questions if you are aiming for a 9. That's going to be the like differentiator between, you know, the average grades and then the top grades. You really want to try and find everything, try and see your weaker areas. So it's all about picking out your weaknesses ahead of this paper, practicing a lot, knowing how the exam works. And yeah, I hope you found that video helpful. Please make sure to comment, leave a like and subscribe. And best of luck for the exam. Please come back and let me know how it goes.